I'm Mark Mullet, the newly elected senator from Issaquah. I represent the 5th district, which is North Bend, Maple Valley, Issaquah, and up to Carnation, and all the way down to Black Diamond. And I just got elected in November of 2012. I'm here in Olympia now. I'm on a few different committees. One's the Education Committee, which deals with kids kindergarten through high school. The other is the Transportation Committee, which is important for the 5th district. And the third one is Financial Institutions, which deals with my background before I owned the Zeke's Pizza restaurant and the Ben and Jerry's ice cream store when I was in the finance business. I find being a business owner with a finance background makes it a lot easier to understand the numbers in all the different committee hearings. And so when you look at a bill, you feel that it's really easy to discern whether or not you think the state can actually afford to provide those services. And when you're looking at things that don't add up, like sometimes we were in a transportation meeting yesterday and they mentioned that the state's portion should have been X, and you added up all the pieces and right away you're like, well, it seems like we're not getting our full portion. So I think the better you are with numbers, the quicker you can ask better questions in those hearings. We have in the Financial Institutions Committee, we kind of use the guy who just bought the Sonics, Chris Hansen, as the case study, where he's from Seattle. He runs a hedge fund out of San Francisco. And our question is, why isn't he running his hedge fund out of Seattle? And so our goal in this session is to make sure we create a framework for these businesses to be successful here. And then after the session's done, we plan to partner with some of these companies that are here and do find it a really good place to do business, to try to go down to Northern California and kind of make our sales pitch of why, if they decided to move up, to the Washington State region, it might be beneficial for their employees from the amount of money they take home at the end of each month, and it might be better for the businesses in terms of the regulatory environment. So my first bill is about EpiPens, and it came to me from a constituent, and it was one of those things that I was sitting at Zeke's Pizza and they filled me in on the challenge. And basically, in the schools right now, the EpiPens have to be prescribed just to the kid. And so if somebody has an allergic reaction, they didn't know they had a food allergy, the teachers and the nurses feel kind of their hands are tied, because even though they're surrounded by EpiPens, they can't take any of them and give them to the kid who's going through shock. And so this bill enables schools, if they want it, to get a prescription of an EpiPen that they could leave in their office. And that way, if somebody has a reaction, they can give it to that person, probably save their life, and not worry about some sort of legal liability coming back on them.